Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Classics. I caught myself another Marlin. This one I found on Auto Trader Classics. It's out in Michigan. Let's check these very interesting cars out. This car is on Auto Trader. I found it a little while ago. It's in Michigan. It's black with red interior. Seller states it's original exterior color and original paint. I'm not sure if the interior is original, but the car looks to be an extremely original looking car, so it might be only original once type of vehicle where it has never been restored. But I have to say it's very pretty with the black with red interior. The Marlin, we've caught a few of these. The second one, I'll put the link to that video at the end of this video so you can see that story that we found. I think that was a 66 Marlin that we found. In 65, it was called the Rambler Marlin. In 66, it was called the AMC Marlin. And then in 67 was a full body design change. Only for one model year. It's a very pretty car, the 67 Marlin, but I tend to like this original color car much better, the first edition. The owner sells this car, says that's my 1965 Rambler. The 60-year-old paint job is fair, and the interior is great in shape. So it's possible that this paint work here is showing some fading, over time and all that stuff, which is understandable. The story behind this car is interesting because when everyone else was building ground-shaking muscle cars and Buick had their very high-line Riviera and things like that, things weren't going well for Rambler and AMC back in those days, and the budgets in Wisconsin was totally different than the budgets in Michigan. So they had very small dollars to work with, so they had to adopt the Rambler classic architecture and platform, and then come out with new stampings for this hood line and the rear quarter panel treatment and such. So basically, it's a parts bin car. After the car was stamped with its new sheet metal, basically it's all Rambler and AMC at the time. The interesting story on the hood line, it's a very high hood line. If you notice, here's another photo of it. You can see how high this hood line is. The story goes that the CEO that came in that replaced Mitt Romney's dad, George Romney, was a very tall fellow. And he went into the design studios and he said, this rear seat isn't good. I have no headroom. And because he was over 6 feet, he made the designers go in there and redesign the car before it went to production to raise that roof line higher so he can get in the back. So that's why it's straight, and then right where the hatch shelf goes, it goes sloping down, So with the, because it's a hard top, I got to tell you, with those two windows down and that beautiful accent around the rear windows, I mean, it's a beautiful looking car and very, very spacious on the interior because of that high roof line that's on this car. So that's a story there. So it's a gentleman's car with some style. It's basically was looking for more of a luxury type car than it was, any type of ground shaker. There were 3 different V8s. He mentions that this car has a V8, but he doesn't tell us which V8 is in the car. But there was a 287 V8 that got you almost 190 horsepower. And then there were 2 versions of the 327 V8. One was 250 horsepower, one was 270. And that 270 horsepower one had the 4-barrel carburetor. So I'm not sure which V8 is in this car, but yeah, that's a story with this car as far as what this car has. But as this interior is absolutely flawless. The color, the bright work, you see all the chrome work on the car, the stitching on the seats and all, and the chrome around the steering wheel and such. Again, they're trying to go more upscale with the use of chrome, and I think they did a great job, Rear seats look fantastic, looks very comfortable. I'm sure it rides very heavily. These cars were heavy cars for its time, even though they were intermediate cars. They were fairly heavy cars. Shows a speedometer at 70 miles an hour. I don't know if he's doing 70 miles an hour or it's stuck at 70, but it looks like the odometer is broken here. It's showing all 8s, so it's possible you might need a new speedometer. There's that brushed aluminum trim that they tried to replicate. The GTOs had it and things like that. T-Birds had it, and again, they were trying to go a little sporty, And there's the roof line. Now the roof line is interesting, but also the paint is always painted black with a black roof and a black trunk. But because the car is fully black, it's monotone. So a lot of people, what they do is they actually put a flat finish on here. You can do like a vinyl wrap just to make that trunk lid a little different. and the hood a little different. But black on black, black with red interior, you're going to see this one monotone look, which I think it looks wonderful. Rear bumper looks all original. Looks right work, looks fine. Nighttime photos shows us the the running lights. Okay, thanks. And beautiful sporty rear of the car, though. It's just not a high performance car. That's all. It's just a regular, everyday kind of like a little bit of a luxury ride. No power windows and things like that. So and I don't think this car has air conditioning either. But all the bright work here, the stainless steel on the door, and the chrome around the window and all, again, being hardtop, it's just so exciting to look at and all. Very, very limited photos, unfortunately, but that's what happens sometimes with people. They don't post a lot of photos, so you got to make that inquiry. So is this car worth $17,000? Well, I think if it's all original and the sheet metal's original and the engine has compression and the car drives out well and the steering works well, I don't know if it's power steering. I don't know what kind of brake system they have on this car. But those are the things that I would start questioning and all. So I'm thinking at minimum it's worth $14,000, and I think 17 is on the high side. But if we only have like a $3,000 gap to close, somehow we'd probably close this gap. I think for $14,000, you'd have a lot of fun with this car. Don't put any money into it, just enjoy it, and then sell it 3-4 years from now for the same amount of money that you bought it for. And it's not going to be something that's going to be highly appreciating type of car. But it is becoming more attractive as the years go on. But remember, the baby boomers are getting really old. The oldest were born in 1946, and the youngest were born in 66. So we're getting older. So once the last baby boomer's around, I don't think there's going to be much value to this car other than its historic reference to the 1960s and a car that was named after a fish. And a really nice execution at that. So big fan of the car, like it a lot. I'll put that other video out there so you can see it and compare this video with that one. So there you have it. If you want to find this car, go on Auto Trader Classics, type in 1965 Marlin in Michigan, and this car will come popping at you. If you're not already a subscriber to Daily Classics, please subscribe by hitting that button there. We'd like to see you. If you enjoy these videos and others, please give a thumbs up. And most important, please pass this channel along to friends that you know that love cars as well. So there you have it, 1965 Marlin, and great car, fun thing to collect, a conversation piece. You'd be at auto shows and you'll be talking about this car for hours, and just better bring a beach chair because you'll have a lot of people around you. I think this car causes a lot of questions and people to ask questions and all that stuff. So a lot of fun. That's what collecting cars like this is all about. Cheap date. If you can buy it for $14,000, $15,000, I don't know. I can't believe you can have any more fun than this. So thanks very much for joining us here on Daily Classics. This is Rob. We'll see you back here.